Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. This is really part two. And because the gentleman was having trouble getting, these are all equally spaced out. Well, your first thing you've got to do is it's got to be perfect to start with. So I'm going to draw a rectangle or a square. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. And with my ratio locked, I'm going to make it 10 inches. So here's one mistake you can avoid. If you'll set your nudge factor on 5, and if you'll control D or hit the plus key, those two rectangles are perfect. I could have moved it down here by hand, but it might not have been perfect. Then I'm going to weld it. And here's the key sign. We're 10 by 15. So that's perfect. Now I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. I'm going to take a square that is 10 by 10, and I'm going to hit P. When I originally was doing, I was trying to put a node in between, but this is perfect. So I'm going to fill that in with the Smart Fill tool. We'll go ahead and get rid of that for a second. And I'm going to make it smaller by just moving this down. Now I'm going to left click, right click. And here's kind of a key thing. Take this and make it a thicker line. That's too thick. But then go to Object and convert the outline to an object and left click, right click. Now what we need to do is go to Object, break the curve apart, and we can we've got a rounded corner. Just that one corner. Let's see if we just can't fix that. Let's go here, add a node. Oh man, how do we fix it? Let's bring in an indexing line from there. Turn on our indexing line. See if we just can't fix this without too much problem. And I'm going to hold down the control button and go straight up. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of these nodes. So now I got a perfect corner. I don't know why that happened, but it did. So I've got it selected. I'm going to make it red. I'm going to Control G to group it together. Well, I'm not going to duplicate it yet. I need to find out exactly. So I'm going to bring in indexing lines, put it on the top. Let me get rid of I can use that line right there. Put it on the top, put it on the inside. It's got to be perfect. So you want to have snap to guidelines on. And I always zoom in because once you start doing it, if you're not perfect. Now I need to measure. Let's just see how accurate I am measuring this from there, holding down the control button. And I'm at 341. The other way to do it would be I'm going to open up a macro from our friend Eskimo called guideline distance. I'm going to go and get rid of that guideline. I'm going to select that guideline with my pick tool, shift select that line, and we're at 3.414. So I'm going to set my nudge factor on 3.414. I think that's what it was. And then I'm going to grab this, I'm going to hit the plus key, and your lines match up. And then you can Control D. Let's get rid of our guidelines. Let's go ahead and group this together, Control G, Control D. Take that outer node and have it snap. And some of you are going to ask why I didn't contour. Well, I think the line is a better deal because sometimes you'll get some funny things going on. Control G, Control D. Move this one straight over up here. And because I hit it the first time, I can Control D again. Now what I need to do is take this and ungroup all. Pretty important. This is really part two of this. I'm going to close that, go ahead and close that, and I'm going to go to Edit, Find and Replace. I'm going to hit on the red line. You can see I got a red line. From Selection, Find All, and hit Delete. Now they're all equally spaced apart, and I can make them all black. And that's the way to do it. The other gentleman was contouring, and I really don't think he had the exact number. It has to be perfect for it all to kind of nest together. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.